Hello and welcome to the Talia guide by Chilipapa. Talia is a single target melee DPS, buildable as an anti-carry, a carry, or a tanky DPS. She deals physical damage with her attacks and physical damage with her abilities. Talia has no mana bar, instead her abilities cost health to activate. Her Q is a toggle between defense and offense. It costs no health to swap between the two modes. In defense mode, red, she has reduced damage per level and heals for the same amount as the reduction before champion talents per hit. There's no health cost in this mode. In offense mode, purple, each attack costs life but she receives bonus damage. The cost and damage increases scale with level. I often use defense mode against multiple enemies, but swap to offense mode as the enemies die or flee. W ability gives armor penetration and bonus attack speed for the duration. The first attack she takes after activation will immobilize her target for 2 seconds. Leveling this skill will increase the attack speed and armor penetration bonuses. Her E skill can be cast on any living target for no cost. An allied target will receive an armor bonus, while an enemy target will receive an armor penetration debuff and your team will receive sight of the target for the duration. She can activate her E again to warp to the marked target for a health cost. Her R ability causes an enemy target to be pulled towards Talia for a health cost. An enemy cannot take actions during the pull. Damage will be dealt to all enemies around the target during this ability, and Talia will be healed for the same amount. Any stun, immobilize, push, or pull on the target will cancel this ability or prevent it from starting. Her signature ability causes Talia and all nearby allies to turn incoming enemy damage into healing. This ability is invisible, and the only way to tell it is active is the healing being caused in place of damage. I usually start with 1 level in Q to reduce the effects of enemy harass during the laning phase, which is heavy due to Talia being purely melee range until she hits level 6. I get 1 level in W at 2nd level to get the 2-second immobilize, and 1 level in E at 3 to gain access to teleport when I need it. I max Q ASAP to get access to the maximum healing and damage, with a break to get a point in R at level 6. Here you can see me surprising a Nethergist who thought he was in a 2v2 fight. It quickly changes, but he's being pulled into danger by my aura already. Vezin tries to interfere, but I'm in the stun cage with him. I allow him to run out and use my E to jump over the boundary. My E is on cooldown, but a well-placed snare on Balak allows me to immobilize him for the kill. Here you can see me fighting Psycho Zen with my defensive Q, keeping my life high, only switching to offensive mode to finish off Icor, who's the last enemy. It is very important to use all of your abilities wisely, as they have a strong synergy and long cooldowns. I often pull with R to set the stage, and use Q to increase my damage or defense. When they've had enough and decide to run, I use my E warp and W immobilize to give myself and my team time to finish them. You can swap these steps freely, just try to maximize the time they are next to you receiving melee damage, as Talia cannot reduce the cooldowns on her W and E abilities. They may even be used on different targets, as an E warp and W immobilize will often produce a team kill, and R will pull another enemy back into range when they try to run from the losing fight, making it a double or triple kill. Early game, both your creeps and your towers are potent additions to your damage. Surprise R pulls and a 2-second immobilize increase the amount of non-Talia damage being done. Using W, E, and R often do more damage than the enemies early game. The more damage you can expose the enemy to, the better your use of the R. Here I show Tatiana how much damage 3 people can do to her, while Lazarus is forced to tank the tower for her. When ganking, or having your lane ganked, position yourself to pull enemies into an overextended position even if you can't get them into friendly tower range. It makes them run farther to get to safety. Remember, your R kills enemies, not saves them. Here, we start by killing Iceland, but she has used her R on herself, so is only temporarily out of the fight. I secure the kill on Talia with my EW combo, and reserve my R to force Iceland to lose 1.5 seconds and run farther. Iceland is the higher life target and can heal herself, so that's why I made that decision. For my item build, I usually build 3 offensive items including Demizel's boots and the Blade of Randar's. The Quick Blade will give more damage versus towers and sustained DPS, while the Warblade will give a chance of massive offensive Q crits for front-loading damage versus opponents. I build 3 defensive items because Talia takes a lot of enemy stuns, immobilizes, snares, and general damage. Building full offense is not viable because of the fact that you will either be focused by the enemy team or victory is assured no matter what your build. The Ring of the Bulwark and the Twin Soul Amulet represent the cheapest armor and magic resist per gold values. The Mage Ward is the cheapest straight MR, while the Breastplate is the cheapest straight armor. Buying cheap defense will allow you to level your offensive items faster. The Cleric's Charm is an odd item, which greatly increases your sustained DPS while also increasing your healing from your defensive Q. It's useful when you don't need a lot of more defense, but still need more. Otherwise, you could take the other offensive optional item that you didn't take before.